When you think of the greatest third film in a movie franchise, what do you think? Return of the Jedi? Maybe Return of the King? Back to the Future 3? Toy Story 3? Maybe some of the Marvel movies like Captain America Civil War or the third Avengers movie? How about the most forgotten third installment in a movie franchise? One that was part of an amazing streak of movies in the 90s that helped make legendary actor Samuel L. Jackson a household name. One that's non-stop action from start to finish. A movie that sees one of the greatest action characters return and was the highest grossing film of 1995. Starring Bruce Willis as John McClane, who faces Simon Gruber, played by Jeremy Irons, the brother of his old nemesis Hans Gruber from the original movie. A secret the cast and crew wanted to keep under wraps, but was leaked during interviews before the movie came out.
He's also, of course, Alan Rickman's brother, isn't he? Because he's
You're not allowed to say that, though.
Oh, you're not allowed to say that?
Not really, because it's... Well, they don't want me to talk about that. But I suppose we can, because no one watches your program, do they?
Die Hard with a Vengeance opens in mid-August. Meanwhile, I wouldn't dream of revealing that Jeremy Irons plays Alan Rickman's brother. Your secret is safe with me, Jeremy.
Simon forces McClane to play his deadly game, as Simon says, across New York City with the help of Zeus Carver, a Harlem shop owner played by Samuel L. Jackson. Returning from the first amazing movie is director John McTiernan, who replaces Rennie Harlin, who directed Die Hard 2, Die Harder, which is still one of the dumbest names ever for a sequel. The screenplay originated as a standalone story called Simon Says and had nothing to do with Die Hard and was rewritten to fit the franchise. The movie starts off with an explosive opening scene where a department store in downtown Manhattan is blown up. The scene sets the tone for the rest of the movie as Simon challenges McClane and his reluctant partner Zeus to a series of deadly riddles across the city. Behind the scenes footage reveals the monumental task it was to create the department store explosion. Initially, the film crew planned to use a real building in New York City that was scheduled for demolition, but they couldn't get permission from the city authorities. So they had to build a replica of the store on a vacant lot in South Carolina and rig it with explosives and pyrotechnics. The explosion was filmed with multiple cameras from different angles, and some of those cameras were destroyed by the explosion itself.
Are you aiming for these people? No. Maybe that mine.
Another iconic scene is the race through Central Park, where McClane and Zeus are trying to reach a payphone before time runs out. This scene was one of the most challenging and dangerous stunts ever performed in the movie, as it involved driving at high speeds through a crowded park full of pedestrians, cyclists, horse carriages, and even an elephant. The stunt coordinator Terry Leonard said that he had to plan every detail of the chase carefully and coordinate with hundreds of extras and stunt drivers. He also had to deal with unpredictable weather conditions and park regulations. The chase was filmed over several days using multiple cars and cameras. Some of the cars were modified to have roll cages and remote control so that they could be driven by stunt drivers from a distance. However, Bruce Willis did do some of his own driving during this scene. The car chase scene was praised by critics and fans alike for its realism and its intensity, and it was also nominated for an MTV Movie Award for Best Action Sequence.
Hey, I'm sure you've guessed by now that Die Hard with a Vengeance is filmed in the Big Apple. Not this Hollywood soundstage, but the real thing.
One of the most memorable aspects of Die Hard with a Vengeance is its clever use of New York landmarks as part of Simon's riddles. For example, McClane and Zeus have to solve a math problem involving water jugs at a fountain in Central Park or defuse a bomb on a subway train near Wall Street. These scenes add to the suspense and excitement of the movie. However, filming in these locations was not easy, as it required a lot of coordination and cooperation from the city authorities and the public, and sometimes had to deal with protests and complaints from local residents or businesses. He also had to work around traffic jams, noise restrictions, security issues, and other challenges that come with filming in a busy city. Despite these difficulties, the director said he enjoyed filming in New York as it gave him a chance to explore its history and culture. He also said he wanted to make the movie a tribute to New York, as well as classic movies like The French Connection or The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Hi, my name is Reginald Veljohnson, and this is 20th Century Fox Studios. A few years back, I made a little film here. You might remember it. It's called Die Hard. Well, now they're making Die Hard with a Vengeance.
One thing the movie did lack, however, was Reginald Veljohnson, who instead hosted the behind-the-scenes featurette that was very, very popular in the 90s. At one point, he even calls Sam Jackson and asks why he's not in the movie.
How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm fine. Hey, but Sam, you know, I think the people are really gonna miss me in this film.
When you did the movie, you played an LA cop. This movie's set in New York.
Hey, yeah, you're right. Well, I got my own series anyway.
Sam to the set. Oh, they're calling me to set. Gotta go. See ya.
Okay, Sam. See you later. Tell Bruce I said hi. Bye now.
Gotta watch that drinking during the day. Bad for your health.
Would you care to join me?
No, I quit.
The script also had an alternate ending that was cut, in which McClane caught up with Simon months later in Eastern Europe instead of immediately finding him in Canada as shown in the film. The director thought it showed a too cynical side of McClane and put a sour note on the ending. And since Die Hard is a Christmas movie, McClane brought Simon a Christmas present. It's a rocket launcher, and they play Russian roulette with it. No, nothing cynical about this ending at all.
Good guy and a bad guy are sitting in a bar. The bad guy brings a bottle of brandy. The good guy brings a bomb. The only problem is the bad guy neglects to bring something that could have saved his life. What does he forget? What does he forget, Simon? What does he forget, Simon?
The antidote to the brandy.
I'm sorry, that is the wrong fucking answer. Game over. Push the trigger. Press the trigger, Simon. Make up your mind and press the trigger, Simon. You sure?
Oh, yes.
Forgot his flak jacket. That's what he forgot. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
So you should check out the third Die Hard movie if you haven't seen it yet. It's a breath of fresh air compared to modern action movies that rely too much on CGI for every stunt or explosion. Plus, the great chemistry between Willis and Jackson makes this a fantastic movie. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
What is this? Oh, shit, is this gold?
Yeah, it's gold.
Damn, this is heavy. Damn, slow down.
Put that shit down.
No fucking way.
He gonna let you keep it.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're gonna need a car.
A car?